Lesson 6-4, Elimination. Our essential question is, how do you write a system of equations to represent a word problem? Our first word problem says, write and solve a system of equations for this situation. The sum of two numbers is -10, and -3 times the first number minus the second number equals 2. Find the numbers. Okay, well, in this system of equations, it's kind of broken down for you already. Each sentence happens to represent one of the equations. Remember that we're looking for a system, so we're looking for two equations. Our equations should have two variables in them each. They should have usually coefficient numbers, and they're equations, so they have to have an equal sign. So we're looking for more than one variable, more than one equation. We have some numbers, some operation symbols, and equal signs. So let's try and write these. The sum means to add. So the sum of two numbers means we're adding them together. So x plus y equals -10 is my first equation. The second one says -3 times the first number. So -3x minus the second number, so minus y, equals 2. And then we solve the system. So I can add together this system because the y's are opposites, they cancel out. I'll put a 1 in front of my x. So 1 plus -3 is -2. -2x equals -8. If I divide by -2, I get x equals 4. Then I can take the 4 back to my original equation and plug it in. 4 plus y equals -10. So if I subtract 4 on both sides, y equals -14. So my two numbers are 4 and -14. For our second example, it says write and solve a system of equations for this situation. Jesse bought 3 tacos and 5 burritos for $13.75. Alex bought 4 tacos and 2 burritos for $9. How much is each burrito and each taco? All right, well, I am going to use B for burritos. So I'm going to define some variables here. And T for tacos. So then I need two equations. So it looks to me like I would use one equation for Jesse and one for Alex. So Jesse got 3 tacos, so 3T plus 5 burritos, 5B, for $13.75. Alex got 4 tacos plus 2 burritos for $9. This is the system that we need to solve. In order to solve this system, I am going to have to multiply both of these equations because there isn't anything that I can multiply 3 by to turn it into 4 that would be a nice number. Same thing for turning the 2 into a 5, a -5. All right, so I'm going to flip my coefficients and put a negative on the 3. And 4 times 3t is 12t plus 20b equals, now I need to multiply 1375 times 4, so 20, 30, so 55. Then the bottom one should be easier, -12t minus 6b equals -27. Much easier. Add together our system and the tacos have canceled out. 20b plus -6b would be 14b equals, and if I subtract these, 15 minus 7 is 8, 4 minus 2 is 2. These divide nicely to tell me that burritos are $2 each. $2 each, nice number. Now I'm going to take that $2 and go to the bottom equation because I like the numbers better in that one. 4t plus 2 times $2 equals 9. So 2 times 2 is 4. If I subtract 4, 9 minus 4 is 5, so 4 tacos are $5. So if I divide by 4, tacos equals 5 divided by 4 is $1.25. So burritos are $2 each, and tacos are $1.25 each. So I set up one equation for each person that was buying the tacos and burritos, and then I used elimination to solve the system. All right, next one. The Jones family spent $55.40 on 12 tickets to a 3D show. If adults are $5.95 each and children are $3.95 each, how many adult tickets did they purchase? Okay, so they bought 12 tickets. We know that adults are $5.95 and children are $3.95. And we know that they spent $55.40. Okay, so we have to get two equations with two variables. So I'm going to use A for adults, and I can use C for children. Okay, so we don't know how many of each kind of ticket they purchased, but we know that they got 12 tickets. So I'm going to say the adult tickets plus the children's tickets has to add up to 12 because they bought 12 tickets. Then on my second equation, that's where all the money goes. The adult tickets are $5.95 each, plus the children's tickets are $3.95 each, and it has to equal $55.40. So this is my system of equations. Now, in order to use elimination, I need opposites, and guess what? They want to know how many adult tickets were purchased, so I need to eliminate the children. The opposite of $3.95 would be negative $3.95, so that's what I need to multiply by. So, my new system will have negative $3.95a minus $3.95c equals negative $3.95 times 12, which is negative 47.4. Okay, the other equation does not change. Keep it the same. And then add together the system. The children have canceled out. So negative $3.95 plus positive $5.95 is 2. 2a equals, and negative $47.40 plus $55.40 is 8. So if I divide by 2, my adult tickets, I've got 4. So 4 adult tickets. Then I can go back to this original equation and plug in 4 for adults. So 4 plus C equals 12. If I subtract 4, C equals 8. So they purchased 4 adult tickets and 8 children's tickets. But the question was just saying, how many adult tickets did they purchase? 4 adult tickets were purchased. So on these problems, sometimes you have to find both of the variables, and sometimes you only have to find one. So you just have to read carefully and make sure that you're answering the question that they are asking. On problems like this, on word problems like this, where they're talking about two different things, two different prices, and amount of money being spent, one of the equations gets all of the money. And the other one is just talking about how many of each. How many of each. So that one's not dealing with money at all. So adult tickets plus the children's tickets, the number of tickets that were purchased of each type had to add up to 12. Then putting all of the money on it, it had to add up to $55.40 because that was what they spent. Okay, you should be able to write a summary now. Make sure that you are answering your essential question and use complete sentences.